Okay, all right. Sorry about that. We had a bunch of internet issues, and I actually had no idea what was going on. But it turns out that we had to unplug our router and plug it back in.
It was a
Which is
process for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure.
So, I always love when that happens. Like when you're like we
You think you're doing something good, then boom, something fucks it up.
yeah. So, um, let me make sure. Yeah. Um, yeah. Sorry about that. We just finished talking about Alpha Dog, which is on Netflix if you want to watch it. We also talked about Uncut Gems on like the first stream. This is like the third one, so don't watch the second one. Watch the first part, I guess. I'm just gonna.
It's all for our audience. We care.
Yes,
I mean,
the show must go on.
we're trying to give you guys the best stuff.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah. So I'm gonna just before we get into our other two movies, I'm just gonna quickly list off that I have been watching, keeping up with the Clone Wars show, and I've also been reading some comics, Injustice 2 and Flash Rebirth. Really enjoyed those. Flash Rebirth introduced a new Flash villain, which is really cool because I feel like nowadays a lot of comics kind of they stick with old villains and they don't really introduce a lot of nuance. I mean, I can't say that I'm not like a huge comic reader, but I did like the introduction of a new villain. And then Injustice 2, I really liked it because I think the Injustice storyline's great. But I my only issue is I feel like it didn't have a definitive ending, but that's probably because it leads into the end. The ending is in the Injustice 2 game. So, yeah, and yeah, so I mean, I enjoyed that, and then I've also been watching the Clone Wars show. I'm excited because they're going to build up to Darth Maul coming back and the whole Civil War in Mandalore, which I think will be awesome. But yeah, I know you said you wanted to talk about some music and stuff that you've been listening to.
I mean, I'm a big country guy. If anyone ever gets bored, just type in Google Country Power Hour. That's a good time, just for anyone who's looking to kill time during this whole mess. So if you want to do that, give it a shot. And then, yeah, Darth Maul, he's a scary guy.
He is. I think I know we've talked about him a little bit, but like in Phantom Menace, he barely talks at all.
That makes it better.
Yeah, I know you. I
It's
like
like
that better.
Jaws when you can't see the shark, but
True.
you know it's there.
Yes.
That makes it scarier.
I will say in the Clone Wars show they did a really good job because they really show how messed up he is. Like
Is it like a story thing?
yeah, oh yeah. So he comes back because of
Might have to give it a watch.
it's pretty good. I would say like it fleshes out the prequels to be some of my favorite stuff in Star Wars ever, and I know that's crazy because a lot of people don't like it. But yeah, the stuff that they do with Maul, I think it's really interesting because they show how dark he is. Like he's trying to get revenge for Obi-Wan because he cut him in half, obviously. So there's one part where he's like, oh, I know what'll get the Jedi's attention is he sees a bunch of kids in a village. He's like, oh, I'm sure Obi-Wan will feel this through the Force. Turns on his lightsaber, and it's implied that he just kills all these kids. It's really messed up, but
He's the best villain. Good year, and I think that one definitely stuck out. And it's not something that everyone knows about, but if you haven't watched it, it's something you definitely gotta put your eyes on for sure.
like I know I said that like sometimes some movies are darker and they kind of can detract like that might not be for everybody, but I feel like this movie it applies to everyone because everyone's had that asshole coach, teacher, whatever, and I feel like everyone.
I think teacher / coach is definitely on a new level of
For
being
sure.
an asshole.
That's true.
But
I just think it's.
it's just such a motivational thing. I mean, his work in the end like pays off, and you know like this kid's different than any other type of drummer. Like he separates himself from the rest of the crowd. I mean,
J.K. Simmons
great.
and J.K. Simmons kills it as the teacher.
Yeah,
like,
you just hate him.
Yeah,
you just hate him.
But I do like how he has that conversation with Miles Teller in that bar.
Yeah,
and it shows what he thinks he's doing is right. Like he's like, I actually tried, I actually did it. I am like putting in my 100% effort, and I think that's really interesting to think about because like that's his mentality. Like I don't know, like he thinks push people down so much that they can rise up,
and then once they rise up, they can accomplish anything because they were going through so much shit before and they were able to get there.
Yeah, and he does a lot of dark stuff like throwing the chair and
just anything verbally that he says. I mean, it's kind of funny, but like at the end, it's just like wow.
You would not want to be in that jazz room,
dude. You're playing the clarinet. It's not, you're not in war. Yeah. I promise you, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think it's. I know you haven't seen La La Land. La La Land, he's talking about they talk about jazz and how it's such a conflicting music form and how there's so many things clashing against each other, and I think that's easily seen in in Whiplash with the Fletcher and Miles Teller's character.
But you got to give props to Miles Teller. He always fights back. Like he thinks he's the best, and he'll tell you.
Yeah,
he'll show it, and he'll do everything he can. Like he pushes limits, he tries to exceed expectations, and he goes above and beyond, which is ultimately what J.K. Simmons was looking for, and that's why he shined.
Yeah, I think the Miles Teller did a good job showing how socially awkward his character was. Like he didn't really get everything, and he was kind of.
I didn't really see, you kept bringing that up in the movie,
Yeah.
but I was like, I don't think they're trying to make it like that. I don't think they're trying to do that.
I just felt like you could tell that he was more like he's not good at picking up signals. I guess.
How?
Like when he's on the date and he's not really. I don't know. I just feel like he's not really there. And then when he's talking to her when he breaks up with her, and you can tell he's doing it like the most wrong way possible.
Yeah, he's being a dick about it just because he's focusing on himself.
Yeah, but I just mean like that's how he is socially not strong. It's because he focuses on himself a lot. He doesn't really get other people. I guess he doesn't really consider the other people and stuff. Like he doesn't really get that.
Yes, I don't know. I think having a teacher like J.K. Simmons that would mess you up going to band practice every single day, knowing that this is my teacher.
Yeah, and he keeps falling for J.K. Simmons' like shit. Like J.K. Simmons repeatedly manipulates him throughout the movie, and he falls.
But
for
he always fights back.
Yes.
He always fights back.
I love that part.
And he kind of gets what he wants because of that one scene where J.K. Simmons is like, "Yeah, this guy's gonna take your spot." And he's like, "No, he's not. I'm gonna go get my notes." J.K. Simmons is like, "You better be on my stage." So that was J.K. Simmons kind of giving in to, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you another shot.
Yeah. I apologize for the poor connection. I don't know what's going on. Last time it was going pretty well. Not really sure what's going on right now, but yeah. So hopefully it'll improve, and we don't really have too much more to talk about. We also did watch Booksmart. I've talked about it like a million times on the show and stuff like that. I know it's not really like your type of comedy. It's kind of different.
I like the stupid comedies, but yeah, there's some scenes in that which is pretty funny. I mean, I think that's pretty unique for a comedy movie. I thought Jason Sudeikis was hilarious in it.
Yeah.
I love that guy. We're the Millers, like horrible bosses. He's just looking at his face is funny.
Yeah.
He's got a funny face. But yeah, I thought it was a funny movie. It's really unique and talks about like different high school things that I feel like anyone could come across. I mean, I feel like it's sort of relatable to anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone wants to just be noticed, have fun, and that's what they're trying to do, even though they don't really know how to have fun.
Yeah.
Because they're just
weird
and so uptight and everything. Like,
I think it has a good message too. Is like, don't hold yourself into higher regard than other people. Like, don't think that you're better than other people. Like, it's okay to just relax and hang out with other people that you think are lesser than you.
And they're so non-judgmental in the movies, the two main characters, but they're so judgmental in the movie because they look at everyone different. Like, you're beneath me.
Yeah.
I'm going here. You're beneath. Like, I'm smarter. I worked way harder than you. When like, we're all humans.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like.
So I think it does give a good message in that, and I've said it like a million times, so we don't have to talk about it too much more.
Something I watched last week, which I didn't mention, was Gran Torino.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, which is definitely probably in my top 5. That's just an amazing movie. Clint Eastwood does a great delivery in that. I mean,
directing and acting.
Yeah, that's just an amazing movie that just brings everything sort of together. I mean, yeah,
I think he does a really good job, and there's a lot of heart to it too, and I think like I think the transition from him being like kind of a stubborn old man to him kind of
he's still a stubborn old man, but he means well.
Yes.
He means well, and he does end up delivering, and he does the right thing.
Yeah, and I think that movie's like got a lot of heart. It gives you a feeling, and I think sometimes that can be the most powerful thing that a movie can do is can just make you feel, something.
It's one of those movies where you walk away and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking about it, like, before you go to bed at night, you just start thinking about it, like, wow, like, that's just happened. So, I don't think that's on Netflix, but definitely if you haven't seen that, you should check that out. Clint Eastwood does a tremendous job in that.
Yeah. I feel like that was probably, because he's directed a few stuff, I think that might be considered to be one of his best directed movies.
His son's in it, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, he's like the dipshit gangster guy.
The dipshit guy who's just trying to fit in for, like, he's in, like, 2 minutes, and Clint Eastwood makes fun of him. Like,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I bet he probably enjoyed that.
Yeah, he probably put his son in the movie to make fun of him.
Yeah.
Knowing that guy, he's just a grumpy... Imagine him in real life just being, like, the nicest guy in the world.
I don't know how it works, like... he's like 90 or something. He's still directed movies. Like, dude, like just relax.
I feel like he's in a lot of movies where he's just in, like Trouble with a Curve.
Yeah,
like,
Trouble with a Curve. I haven't seen that in a long time. But yeah, he's a little bit nicer in it, but he's still kind of stuck up and
a little bit nicer. He talks a little more. In this movie, he's just
he's growling at people and like
growling and just
get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, or I will shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other stuff. I will say, anyone in the chat right now, you can comment down on stuff because I think we have access to Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus. So feel free to comment in the chat anything that we should watch, that we haven't watched, or just anything that you want us to cover in the future. I put the email in the chat, so if you want to email us, tell us what to cover next or what to cover later. Also, as I said in like the 2 live streams ago, we're doing polls on my Twitter to kind of, you can help influence what I may be watching at some point. So I would definitely check those things out. And if you want to comment right now, feel free to comment right now what you guys have been watching, what you guys have been reading. I've been trying to find a lot more comics and stuff, and I can't decide on a new show to watch. Like, I know as soon as I pick a show, I'm going to stick with it. So I want to make sure that I pick a good show, I guess. I know I'm behind.
I keep trying to tell them the new episode of Tiger King comes out tomorrow.
How many episodes are there?
I think there's going to be 8.
Okay.
8 now, and that's just... I can talk about that show forever and just not even know what I'm saying because so many things are going on in that show.
Yeah, I heard you can go in a bunch of different directions to talk about it.
We talked about it a little bit last week, but I really want to hear what you have to think about that show because I'm not good at summarizing that because it's, like I said, it's over here, it's over here, it's over here, it's over here. So I want to hear what you have to say on that.
Yeah.
So this is a promise. Next show, Jack will have watched all of Tiger King. You, the audience, can hold him to that, okay?
Whoa.
So there we go.
Great. I'm looking forward to that.
So there you go.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously we have a lot of time during, everything that's going on, so I need to figure out something to...
You can't let our millions of viewers down, Jack. It's just that...
millions of viewers.
It's just that simple. I mean, it's just how we're going to do it.
Yeah, so maybe I'm probably going to start... I will start Tiger King. I don't know if I'll finish the whole thing. It's a lot.
It's not that bad, trust me. You'll zoom through it.
Would you say that's your pick of the week? Like, do you want to decide now what our picks of this week are going to be?
Yeah, we can figure that out on here. I said I wanted to watch The Joker.
Okay, so do you want that to be my pick? But
it's weird because I'm kind of picking it out, even though you should be picking it out for me. But I'm not, obviously, whatever you want to pick out. But
okay. I feel like Joker would be up your alley, so I think I'll probably take that as my pick.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
And then I guess for my pick for you, we'll watch like maybe 2 episodes of Tiger King.
Okay. All right. Yeah. 2 episodes. We could talk about that in the next thing.
I'm telling you, after 2, you're gonna watch more.
You're probably right.
You're gonna want to watch more.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to finish the whole thing in one day. I can't be real, but it's real.
I feel like there's so many jokes about it on the internet. I feel like I have to watch it.
See this comment right here?
Yeah.
You haven't watched Tiger King. No, he hasn't. You better wake up.
I mean, I guess that's my pick. Your pick for this week is I gotta watch at least 2 episodes, probably more.
Right now.
Right now, yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, there was kind of some issues with. Oh, we have a question.
Let's see what the question is. We're buzzing right now. Let's hear what we have to say.
Someone has a question. What is your favorite sports movie?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I would say Creed.
Oh, we watched Rudy.
Oh yeah, we did. We watched like the ending of Rudy. Yeah, that's right.
That's a good heartfelt movie. That movie will make you feel like you can run through a wall and be fine.
Yeah.
Like that movie really motivates me, so that's what I think about that.
Yeah.
But favorite sports movie? I
would probably say Creed. I mean, if you count that, I know boxing's kind of like not super popular as like a sport.
I fight, you fight.
Yeah. I would say Creed. I feel like it's about being a son, and I feel like him living up to his dad's legacy. Not that that's super relatable to everyone, but like just you wanna prove yourself to be a part of the family. I think it's a really interesting concept, and
Sylvester Stallone actually turned 107 in that movie, so that's actually pretty impressive.
He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and I think he
really
and people thought that he should have gotten it, and it like
who did he go to?
Someone else, like from like some Bridge of Spies.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. But yeah, people were kind of pissed that he didn't get it because it's like
it's that good. I remember watching it, but it didn't stick out.
Well, Sylvester Stallone's performance, so not like the whole movie.
I think I went to the movies and we all watched together, but I don't think.
I think so. Yeah. Creed 2 came out, and that was like good, but I just feel like Creed 1 is like the one that like hits harder.
I promise you, they will never stop making Rocky movies.
Yeah,
there will be some connection when our kids have kids. There will still be some Creed movies.
Yeah.
Rocky's grandkid is going to be fighting.
Yeah. Fighting Tommy Gun too.
So that's your for sure favorite sports movie?
Yeah, I'd say probably Creed. I think like Miracle's up there too.
Yep, that's a powerful one. That's a good story.
I have a lot of nostalgia for that because, as we know, we're a hockey family.
It's a big word.
So I remember watching that when I was younger, and then I revisit it now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember this movie. So
and it hits you a lot better now.
It does, yeah. And, like, because when I was younger, I wasn't really a big sports movie guy because I would just be like, I don't like the sport, so I don't want to watch the movie. Now I get it. Like, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
So, and I just feel like watching Creed, I could literally write a paper about like the different types of directing choices that Creed does and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to go final answer Creed, but like maybe Miracle and some other stuff below. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Feel free to comment in the chat. what sports movie I
Space
forgot?
Jam.
Or, Space Jam.
That is a pretty good movie.
Good soundtrack. Like all the songs from the movie.
I'm telling you what. One day we're gonna have a debate. It doesn't relate to movies. Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. You're gonna have to do some research on that.
Okay.
But LeBron James is coming out with Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
So we got to see how that is.
And the director of Creed is going to direct that.
Is he?
Yeah. So I think that'll be pretty awesome.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. Yeah.
No. Let's see. My favorite sports movie. I mean, I feel like I had to throw Miracle up there.
Yeah.
Miracle's in there for sure.
That's on Netflix.
I mean, I don't think any baseball one really sticks out in my mind.
Like except for like A League of Their Own.
League of Their Own's
What's
good.
What's the
Say
one
what you want about Benchwarmers, but Benchwarmers is hilarious. It's the only good movie Rob Schneider is.
What's that movie that we watched with the kid that becomes the coach?
Billy Haywood. I know what you're talking about.
What's the name of that movie?
I'm trying to remember. Damn.
I keep wanting to say A League of Their Own, but it's not. It's like Little Big
League.
Yes. Okay.
Something League.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I was saying, Benchwarmers, Rob Schneider actually did a good job. So he and Adam Sandler stay away from Rob Schneider. He actually does pretty good without you.
Yeah.
David Spade was still in it. We're still trying to work on separating those two.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. Coach Carter. I feel like there's so many good basketball movies. Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Hoosiers is a great movie.
There was that new movie that came out recently with Ben Affleck, and he was the coach, and he's like an alcoholic. I wanted to see that because apparently that was like really meaningful to him because he's an alcoholic in real life, so he put a lot of that into his performance. Sorry.
Yeah, like what the hell? No, I'm just joking. But Coach Carter was really good. We had the argument the other day. You said Samuel Jackson plays the same role in every single movie.
Yeah.
Which 98%, you're probably right, but
Yes.
he had Coach Carter, which he kind of changed
Yeah.
a little bit. I think that's a really good movie. I forgot, I think it was 2015. I would just rewatch the movie over and over and over again. And it's just one of those movies you have to keep watching it to learn new things.
Yeah.
The story's really good, but you have to watch it more and more to kind of figure out the whole story.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Anything else for you?
Mighty
Ducks?
Mighty Ducks is fun. Like I don't know if I would say it's like
Neil Estevez, great job. From The Outsiders, the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It's a jump. I don't know. I don't know if it's up higher or lower, but it's a jump.
I mean, it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah,
Anyone
it
who
is.
brings a cowboy rope on the ice. I mean, good job.
No, see now you're confusing that with Mighty Ducks 2.
It's totally different. There were so many unknown questions in Mighty Ducks 1 that they had to make Mighty Ducks 2.
They had to make 2 sequels.
Yes.
They go from Mighty Ducks 1 winning the league championship. Mighty Ducks
Yep.
2 Junior Olympics.
The Junior Goodwill Games.
Then Mighty Ducks 3.
They are trying to make the varsity team for their high school. So let me repeat. They win the Minnesota State Championship, which Minnesota actually is very good hockey-wise. Like New York, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Detroit, and they're known for having really good hockey. Same with Michigan for high school hockey. Then they go to play for Team USA, and Charlie Conway's like, Coach, why do we have Team USA? Like, dude, you have Team USA. Anyone else would be pumped to be wearing Team USA.
He's like, why can't we be the Ducks? And he's like, well, that's how the Olympics work. So,
Coach, I want to be the Ducks. You know what, Charlie? You make your own Olympics. Go in the backyard. You and Hans can make your own Olympics. And then, at number 3, they are struggling. Really struggling to make the varsity team. And they're on the JV prep team. Good job, guys. You're battling through it. But Adam Banks made the varsity team. And then Charlie and Fulton Reed quit the team in Mighty Ducks 3. And they go to the carnival and they get sick. And Fulton's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And Charlie's like, why not?
Oh my God.
Life isn't about eating hot dogs and riding roller coasters, Charlie. Time to grow up.
Yeah. I think I watched Mighty Ducks 3 probably the least.
Actually, another one that I forgot about football one, Remember the Titans.
I never saw it.
You gotta watch that. It's a good one. That would give you goosebumps, just certain scenes. That was a really good job.
Is that the one with
My man Denzel.
Oh, I thought it was with Mark Wahlberg. Oh, that's Invincible?
Invincible's a good one,
I'm
too.
just a bartender from Brooklyn, whatever. What's that joke?
I'm just a bartender from Philly, man.
Oh, yeah.
4 years varsity. You know that? They have open tryouts, and they just have the most unathletic people ever. It's like Paul Blart going in for a tryout.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other sports movies. Sorry, sport movies, that gets my head wandering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you could kind of put Uncut Gems in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said that someone said that it was like a great basketball movie. Like, I don't know if it's about that.
Yeah, like there's like 3 Kevin Garnett's in it. Like, good job. Like, he's a basketball guy.
Adam Sandler scores a layup when he goes to the whatever team Kevin Garnett's
The Celtics?
Yeah, he like goes in there and steals a basketball and scores a hoop. So yeah, I guess it's a basketball
Best
movie.
thing he did this century. Good job,
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Congratulations. Yeah. If anyone else has any questions for the chat, feel free. I'm gonna, before we go into our next topic, because I'm just gonna quickly say some video games we've been playing. Obviously, since we had so much time, we have a lot more time to get on the PS4. And you said you've been playing a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm kind of a tank now in Fortnite. I used to struggle in the beginning. I was one of those guys just hiding in the bush, kind of peek around, look for things. But now I'm the attacker.
Sick.
And yeah, I've been doing really well on that. 9 kills the other day. My second win, but my first win I won without killing anyone. So I guess you can call this my first true win. So, yeah, so it's kind of a big deal. So I guess I ranked like top 6 now in the country for Fortnite.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a big deal. I don't know how that number came out, but yeah, it's true. You can get it here. Everything Geek Podcast. I'm number 6 in the country. So, yeah, kind of a big deal.
I've been playing Uncharted. I've been tweeting about this a bunch because I had the game 2 years ago, and then it like broke or something, so I couldn't play it. And then I waited for it to come out free on PlayStation Plus, and then I realized I didn't need to wait that long, and I just fixed it really quickly. So I'm really glad about that. Yeah. But it's a really...
That game is nuts.
It is nuts. It's so much fun.
Watching you play it for like...
It's tense.
5 minutes in, like, what?
Yeah. It's really tense, and like there's a lot of like... I would say it's like Indiana Jones with like the exploration and stuff like that, with like the action sequences of like... John Wick or Mission Impossible, where it's like he'll be climbing on a thing, he'll fall down, and then these people
Ghost
will
Rider.
attack. Yeah, Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, wow. That guy, hell of a career.
Yeah. He started doing horror movies now. You hear about that?
Well, you gotta do something after something National Treasure 8. You gotta start doing something else.
We are still waiting on National Treasure.
We are still waiting for Face Off 2. John Travolta, was John Travolta in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually has like 3 new faces now after having so much Botox. So.
John Travolta has the saddest career ever. Because he did like all those dancing movies in the 70s.
Yeah, he was like a big deal.
And then he sucked in the 80s. And then he was in Pulp Fiction in the 90s. And that revived him, and he hasn't done anything good since.
He's, That's a good question. But, he's done, the O.J. Simpson.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
He was actually amazing. That was actually great.
Yeah.
I actually loved it.
I haven't seen it.
That's on... You haven't seen that?
No.
That's actually on Netflix. He does... That's just a
People
great
versus
show.
O.J. Simpson.
It's really weird to see,
David Schwimmer?
David Schwimmer
Yeah.
and his Robert Kardashian. You just want to be like, I'm fine. It's so weird to see him.
Pivot!
Ross Geller to Robert Kardashian. But, yeah, that's a really good series. That's just the story of OJ and him going through court and all that. And just, dude, you're guilty. But,
Hot
yeah.
take.
I think we got another question. Go to...
Oh, yeah. What's better, Godfather 1 or 2? I haven't watched 2 in like 5 years. So...
We're going to have to give that a watch.
Yeah, I probably do want to give it a watch. It's just like, it's a commitment because it's like 3 hours long.
Yeah, you're going to have to cancel out a whole week.
Yeah, pretty much. So I guess I would have to go with 1 by default because I don't remember 2 too much. And also, all the spoilers for 2, it didn't hit me that much because I watched the making of first. So I knew everything that would happen.
Why would you do that?
I didn't. It was dumb.
No, Godfather 1 for sure. Just like, you see like a close like Italian family and like what is it, 70s?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be 70s.
And it's just like, everything is about family and family. Yeah. They're trying so hard and then they push each other away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just such like a powerful movie, and especially like at the end when Michael becomes in charge and how everything just kind of takes over and he does a great job. Al Pacino, it's just, yeah, it's amazing. And then Godfather 2, it goes back and forth between Vito Corleone, and it does a great job showcasing when he was young to old and how that shaped him and ultimately shaped his family.
Yeah. So I think Robert De Niro did a good job in 2 as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Those are the only 2 movies ever for a movie and its sequel to win Best Picture. Those are the only 2 movies. Like, because usually sequels, like, name a sequel that is better than the first one that would get Best Picture.
You're forgetting about Mighty Ducks and Mighty Ducks 2.
Maybe. Actually, fun fact, Dark Knight, it changed the Oscars because they only had like 5 nominations for Best Picture.
Isn't that technically 2?
Yes, but it got a bunch of Oscar nominations. It only won like...
Really?
2, because Heath Ledger won for Joker, and then maybe like they got like a sound editing thing or something. But people were really pissed that it didn't get nominated for Best Picture, so the next year then they had 10 nominations for Best Picture. So even though it didn't win an award, it changed the Oscars, which is pretty cool. So, yeah.
Heath Ledger did a great job on that.
Yeah, he did. I think... I know like you're not a huge comic book person, but as DC fans, we have so many great interpretations of the Joker. You have Jack Nicholson, which is really weird in the 89.
Is that when he like falls in the paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have Heath Ledger, which is just very down to earth, and like there's just
who's the guy in the original Batman? You could like
Cesar Romero. Yeah, he painted over his mustache.
You showed me that.
That's like super cheese. Like it's funny. But it's like, super cheap.
Joker's really creepy.
Yeah, he is.
He's just really...
Dude, he's done some messed up stuff. Like, I mean...
I gotta watch the new one.
Yeah, that's really messed up. I think that would be really up your alley. And yeah, Joaquin Phoenix does a really good job. Like you can tell like he is not okay. Like he is like.
I don't think that guy's
messed
okay in
up.
general.
Yeah, you're probably right. Like
Like-
I don't know.
Just seeing him like.
I kind of want
What's
to.
the Johnny Cash one called?
It's just called Cash. Or no, Walk the Line.
Walk the Line. That
Yeah.
was a good one. Gladiator. Like.
Oh, I hate him, Gladiator. He's such a prick in that movie.
He's like, and he's never okay.
Yeah.
Get another question.
Yeah. Hold up. If you had one movie to watch in the posters behind you, which one would you go with?
It's a good one.
I feel like it depends on the type of mood that you're in. Like sometimes I'm in the mood for a horror movie. Sometimes I'm in the mood for like a fun movie. If I want something fun, I'm probably gonna go Baby Driver.
I don't think you'd call this a horror movie. Compared
No.
to, like,
I'm
what
just
we have
saying.
now.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Like, so I would probably. I would say like anyone. Like I feel like this is more. This would be like the easiest for anyone. Like if I meet
I've
anyone,
never seen it.
like if I saw a random person on the street, I'd say watch Baby Driver. But I feel like if I knew someone more, I could probably decide between the two. Like I feel like
How many people do you think in our generation have seen this?
slim to none.
Really?
Not enough people.
That's why I don't think this. I don't know how accepted this would be, but I'll tell you what. This poster right here
Sick.
scares the shit out of
Yeah.
me. Like, just imagine that.
Yeah.
No, it's not real. Just imagine that.
Yeah, I would not be.
But
huge.
I will say this. I think The Dark Knight is probably one of the greatest beginnings to any
Oh
movie.
yeah, with the bank robbing.
Just like, oh my... The Joker kills his own guy.
Yeah.
All right, great. Like, just... I think that's an amazing movie. So I'd probably have to go with The Dark Knight.
I think The Dark Knight is
We
what,
s-
like it inspired me to do this and try and do more film shit. I guess like
just
make
the beginning
shorts.
was, oh my god. But Jaws 2... I'd probably have to... No, I didn't mean Jaws 2. I meant
I thought you meant
Jaws.
Jaws too. I was like,
If I would have said any Jaws, Jaws the Revenge. But I'd probably go The Dark Knight, then Jaws, and I haven't seen Baby Driver, so I think that would have to be.
I don't know if that would be up your alley. It's a little bit more lighthearted, and what's really cool about that movie is like, so the main character, Baby, he is deaf, so he listens to music all the time, and everything that he does is timed to music, whether it's driving, shooting
He's
people.
deaf, so he listens to music.
Well, he hears ringing in one ear, so he's
Okay.
like almost.
That's an
deaf.
important
Sorry,
detail.
yeah, it's kind of different.
He's blind, but he just looks at things.
He's blind, but he can see. Yeah, so he's like partly deaf.
He doesn't have legs, so he runs.
But yeah, so he like times. So he always wants to listen to music, so he doesn't hear the ringing in his
Yeah.
ear. So everything he does is timed to music, whether it's driving, gunfights, like running, getting coffee. Anything is timed to music, and it's really unique. Like he makes his own music, and he's doing some shady shit. Like he's got. Jamie Foxx is a really good. He's a
John
prick
Hamm's in it too.
John Hamm's in it. Like it's a really good cast, and he's the getaway driver, and it's a really fun movie. And it's nothing like too like difficult to get through.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm gonna have to give that a watch.
yeah. I mean, that would be.
So what would your order be then?
For? See,
You
I
hate ranking movies.
I know I do.
But if you
I
had
hate
to do
movies.
it,
I mean, like I feel like if it were like someone our age, I would go Baby Driver first, and then I would go Dark Knight, and then I would go Jaws.
No.
Not
No,
to
no.
offend Jaws. Like these are all great movies.
What would your picks be?
Like just the best.
Yes.
Okay, then I'd probably go Jaws, Dark Knight, Baby Driver.
Really?
Yeah, because Jaws was like the first,
Yeah.
and I was thinking like it's not just like a horror movie. It's like you also get like the shitty mayor prick. You also get the chief, and you get like I feel like
Zach Galifianakis was also in it. He was the scientist.
I used to think when I was a kid that guy was Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, he looks just like him. Like I didn't
a
understand.
little bit of a time difference.
Yeah, clearly. But yeah, I think like this was like it was a cool shark movie, but also it was really interesting and like I liked everyone in it. Dark Knight, I just feel like is like you can't not watch that movie. Like you once you watch the movie, you just get sucked in. Like I remember someone was sleeping on the couch and then they woke up and then they watched like half the movie while I was watching it in the house, and they were just like, I have to finish watching this movie. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think. Oh wow, the stream connection is excellent. That's different to see. So
Nope, there it goes.
Oh,
there it goes
we're
back to good.
Good. So
Damn.
yeah, but we talked about the video games that I've been playing. If anyone has any recommendations for,
Do you have any more?
I think that's text from other people. Yeah. If anyone has any other things that they'd want to recommend or any questions right now, we can open the floor.
We would love to answer them. Anything.
So in the chat,
Why is Adam Sandler so bad? I don't know how to do answering that question, but we can come up with something.
should he have won Best Actor? Could have gotten a nomination.
What other bad movies is he in? Besides the Grown Up, he's in a lot.
Click. Seen that where he has a remote?
All I know
that
is
can-
holding a TV remote. That's all I know. That's enough.
Ending's kind of sad, but yeah, the movie kind of sucks. I think Rob Schneider's in it. No, Jonah Hill plays his son.
Of course, Rob Schneider is in it. Of course.
No, you know who's in it? Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken's like God, and that where he's
Of course he's God. Of course.
yeah. So, yeah, that's a weird movie.
Adam Sandler needed more cowbell, so Christopher Walken is there to tell him
Yes.
he needs more cowbell.
Yeah. Christopher Walken's kind of a. I feel like Christopher Walken's like range is like he
I feel
doesn't
like
stick
people
to
have
his
so
genre.
much respect for him in the movie. He always plays the top guy in every movie.
That's true. He was in Batman Returns, which is a really weird movie. He's in
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
He was like the rich guy.
Yeah. He's in Pulp Fiction, where he's telling a story about how he was in the army and he kept this thing that was like his grandfather's watch, so he shoved it up his ass when he was in the army. Like he's in this really weird monologue.
Interesting
talking about-
tactic.
Yeah, it's really weird.
He was in Catch Me If You Can. He kind of played a different role.
He got an Oscar for that.
Really?
Yeah, he did a really good job in that.
Yeah.
I think he does a really good job, like, I don't know, acting like a I don't know the word to say, but like just acting like a dad that like can.
A normal dad.
Yeah, I
normal
liked
dad.
how like when DiCaprio was trying to hand him like, here's the keys to a new car, like it's gonna get better, and he's like, no, I can do it on my own. Like I'm going to, and I think it was spoilers for that movie. I love it though. Like please watch it. It might be on Netflix. I'm not sure, but I think it's really
Used
sad.
to be
but-
on Netflix.
Yeah,
Used to be.
It's a longer movie, but it's really.
That's a good question.
What, if you guys could have what is it? Any actor play you?
That is a good question. Wow. Is that all it was?
Yeah, I think it was just have any actor play you. In a movie, who would you select?
Wow.
I would want like Mark Ruffalo, I guess. I don't know if you know who that is.
Is that the guy who plays the Hulk?
Yeah, I just feel like
As him as the Hulk, or
No.
like.
I feel like he would do a good job. Maybe like Jake Gyllenhaal. He does a good job.
I think like Kevin James would be like a good.
Thanks.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
got an indoor. I got a pool, but I broke it.
No, I think for you, and then you could say who would be good for me.
Okay.
I think for you, John Krasinski, like
Okay.
him in The Office.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everyone's just going crazy, and
Like, it's just me. Just
you're just looking at the camera like, that ain't it, Chief.
yeah.
I think that just reminds me of you. I think for me,
I always say Vince Vaughn.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I think Vince Vaughn would be a good you. So
I think I can just ramble on and on like Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna make me go to bed at night with a smile on my face just for saying Vince Vaughn.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn. I'm trying to think of who else.
The thing is that Vince Vaughn's like really tall, but I feel like that's not that big of a deal.
No, it's not that bad. That like he's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Just hilarious. Like I was watching a movie the other night, the wrestling movie. I don't know if you. know it.
Fighting with my family, and he's like the wrestling.
He's
coach
in
or
it. Like
whatever.
he's funny in that. Like I don't even think it's supposed to be that funny.
Yeah.
But just like, the guy's just hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else. Vince Vaughn. I'm trying to pick someone other than Will Ferrell.
I don't know if Will Ferrell looks enough like you. Like not that
No,
you
he-
look like Vince Vaughn, but like you look more like Vince Vaughn. Than
I've
Will
been
Ferrell looks
told I look
you.
like Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I mean I could.
Vince Vaughn, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Like they kind of been told like all that stuff.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, Daniel Craig, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Jesus.
Actually, another show that I started that's on Netflix. I think I've told you a little about it. The Ranch.
Yeah, that's right. Are you gonna say Ashton Kutcher?
That's why I thought of it. Like, I kind of look like Ashton Kutcher, so like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, if you have time to watch that, that's a funny show. The Ranch. I suggest anyone who is bored and needs time to kill.
Yeah.
To watch. That's a pretty funny show.
I need like a good show that's like a stupid comedy.
That
like
show's
not an
perfect.
investment. You know what I mean?
A lot of people from that '70s show were in it.
Oh, again, that might be a good one.
Yeah.
Topher Grace is in there. I heard that's hilarious.
What might be a good one? The '70s show or the
That
Ranch?
70s show.
No, the
A
Ranch.
lot of my
The
friends
Ranch.
talk about that 70s show, and they always recommend it. So, yeah. I think that we're going to end it off there. Sorry that we had so many issues with the stream and the connection and all that other stuff. So, I have no idea why. We just had to unplug the router and plug it back in, and I guess that was like the last thing that we decided.
Jack,
to
I
do.
think we got one more question before we sign off.
Top 5 romantic comedies.
You want to just do top one, like favorite romantic comedy?
I'll just like one that comes to mind is When Harry Met Sally. I thought that was good. La La Land, I guess if you count that. So,
Yep. Dear John?
Don't even know what that is. You mean Don John?
No, Dear John.
Don't know that one.
Channing Tatum.
Oh.
Dear John.
Channing Tatum hasn't done anything in like 10 years.
She's the man. The Notebook.
I haven't seen it.
Mighty Ducks. I mean,
Yeah, Mighty Ducks. Yeah, with Emilio Estevez and Charlie's mom. It's a romantic comedy. It's also a hockey movie, but yeah.
Suddenly, Charlie just plays a lot after Emilio Estevez starts dating his mom. Charlie, you're on the power play now. What? You know what I love about Mighty Ducks? In Mighty Ducks 2, Charlie is like the worst player on the team. He actually stops playing, becomes like
the coach.
The assistant coach.
It's like, I should be a coach.
And Mighty Ducks 3 is like the best player, a hat trick a game. Like, Charlie, like, what training did you go through? Give me your program. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be the show. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to tweet at us. I believe that's in the description. Yeah, our Twitter's in the description. If you don't remember, it's _EG_pod. And we also have our email. So if you want to email us any questions, anything that you want us to cover, any recommendations and stuff that we can talk about, for stuff that like I want to watch independently of our picks that we had, I want to Castlevania Season 3 is up, so I want to watch that. I need to catch up on the Harley Quinn show because that is hilarious.
He's forgetting one thing, and he promised the audience Tiger King.
No, I know. I said outside of my recommendations.
I mean, look at all these comments. Yeah, Tiger King.
Yeah. I know Tiger King. And I don't know. Like what else? Yeah. I mean, I nothing's certain now. Maybe. Yeah.
I know we're gonna watch The Joker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
that's
sure.
the roster for now.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be here every Saturday, probably around like 3:00. Sorry, this kind of started late and all this other stuff, but yeah, thank you for tuning in and dealing with the bullshit with the internet and all that stuff.
Stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe.
God bless.
Nerds together strong. # spread the garbage plate. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and see y'all later.